Sorry, I just realized my speaker is plugged in, not my headphones. So if you heard that over the stream, I apologize. If you heard it over the stream twice, I should say. Okay. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Not giving me much information on that. That's fine though. I'm digging this music, it's really nice. Okay. Everything's set up now. So with that being said, hello everyone, welcome to the gaming den. Today's gonna be a game called Cabernet, I think is how it's pronounced. Essentially, from what I read on the Steam description, and I've never seen any videos on this other than like kind of like a promotional video for it on like Facebook, but that's about it. I don't know the full story behind it exactly. Like, I have not seen any of the actual story per se itself, but let's wait. Anyways, long story short, this game is about this lady right here, who, from the sounds of it, just became a vampire, and she is just moving to this town, and depending on your choices, could decide what kind of vampire you're going to be. You could be, from what I've understood, you could be you could try to cling to your humanity more, or you could become a straight full-blown monster, etc. I don't know. I don't know the full exact story, but I do know that I am excited to try this game. This game looked honestly excellent to try, and I'm actually all here for it. So now that we're all prepped and ready, let's begin. Apparently, it's also a bit of a horror game. At least I think it's listed as that. But let me actually pull it back up. Hold on. Let me look. Let's see right quick. I don't want to give you guys bad information. Okay, it does list it as horror, but I don't know if it's actually like actual scary, and more of like it's an environmental thing. Because at this end of the day, it's still kind of a story about a vampire. I guess that would default it to a horror, but I don't think it's actually going to be scary. At least nothing I saw like justified being actual scary. So just giving a heads up, it does have a horror tag, but I'm not going to say at the moment it's going to be that much of an actual scary experience. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Let's get into it. I'm very interested to see this game. So so when I started this game, it also did say that this was like a fantasy set. Obviously, it's a fantasy setting, but it's a fantasy setting of Eastern Europe during the 19th century.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride. Yet I can't do this. God, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Interesting. So this is the character creation kind of. Oh man, I don't know. Well, we're going based off like what I like. Like, what would I do as a hobby? Or even if it wasn't a... I don't know. I think writer is the choice I choose.
A famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl.
So people that don't know what the... I guess it's an idiom there. Anyways, if you don't know what that phrase means, essentially it's a spinning yarn. The spinning yarn is a tell a tale.
The creatures she made up, the stories she told me, the classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated.
So the scientific mind would probably be science, but at the same time, I think I still would probably be thirst for written word.
Lisa must have read every book there was in the school's library. To my shame, I'm not so well read myself, but she used to teach me about all the classics. That served me very well at dinner parties. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness, but to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country. If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
I think a passionate artist would be correct for me, but I'm also very much more. I definitely like when it comes to friends. Like, I spare no expense if I can help it. Like, I could tell some stories actually of like actual stories of like how I've actually legit helped my friends out, but I won't go into that because that's like helping out my friends is just second nature to me. I'm not gonna go into what I've done for my friends because I'm not gonna toot my own horn for that. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. But I think true friend is more correct for me.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done.
Okay. So I could have literally gone just all writing if I wanted to. The political part I didn't care about too much, but the true friend thing, honestly, was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for me. Like, being a politician, no, that didn't make sense at all for me. But like, being a true friend, yeah, that makes sense for me.
She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa,
Please follow wrong. Okay.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep.
I was not expecting this game to be fully voice acted, honestly.
My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see why they consider it horror. It's not it's not actual scary. It's more of like horror could be more on the disturbing side, or the actual hard to explain. But essentially, a surprising terror.
I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
God, that was loud.
Dear Lord. Mom? Cola? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days.
Do I have to use the... Yeah, I do. Okay. That's unfortunate, but whatever.
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream. The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Is there a key somewhere?
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream. My medical journal from the academy, and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Press tab to access the journal. Open tasks can be found like that. These are the medallion, a handcrafted sterling silver medallion gifted to Eliza by her father. Escape the chamber. Okay. What's this? This is my kind of like good and bad meter. Is that what it is? So naturally, I'm already a little bit good, but I'm not overly good. Looks like there's a lot of relationships. Like, not a whole ton. Like, that's actually not that many compared to some games I've seen, but that's actually not that bad either. Like, the game was like, what, $20? Yeah, I think so. There's an actual calendar, too. Holy crap. Okay, so it actually follows, like, June and stuff like that. Interesting. Escape the chamber. Okay. And then... okay.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Okay, so I know how to escape because I see the door, but I'm trying to see if I can't find a key or something.
Locked.
Yeah. I'll call for help in just a sec. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in this room.
Locked.
Yeah, we'll try calling for help now. There's nothing else in here.
Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone! It's no use. Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Yeah, I guess that's all I think I can do.
Are you still there?
I don't like that noise.
Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door?
Yes, okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
No, okay.
What is it that you want from me? I'm a doctor by trade. I can heal you if you're sick, or come on call anytime, day or night.
No, okay. You want a favor?
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor.
Okay.
And it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
I like the fact they give it her a slight accent when she speaks.
Ah! What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later. It's open.
Okay.
No one.
They could have left.
What have I gotten myself into?
Okay. Next is character sheet distributors. Lisa's new skills. So character sheet, okay. So earning experience increases your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Normal. Press the plus or minus the next to the skill to let it modify once you distribute it all the points except changes. How many points? Where can I see how many points I have? There. Do they go up by fives? No, they actually just go by ones. Because I'm a doctor by trade, I think we're going to go ahead and get some points at the science and logic as well. I already have my writing kind of high, so let's go ahead and get some. Let's get some stuff into the stuff of actually, because she's supposed to be a doctor, right? So I think getting her some science and logic makes sense. Like, I could be very terribly wrong about this, by the way. I know I can. Like I said, I've never played this game. I've never seen anyone play this game. I've not looked at anything on this game. And I'm purposely doing it that way, honestly, at this point. The vampire rank is increased. Interesting.
Hello? anybody hear me?
It just sounds like, okay.
What a peculiar painting.
Oh wait, I have writing art. Yeah, in history of politics, yeah, okay. Now, this would have been this or this. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh well. Good to know for next time, I guess. This feels like a game that has a lot of replayability.
It smells like death here.
I mean,
Like in the academy when we left a cadaver out for too long. Only, it's much worse than that.
considering all the bones I've seen, I'm not surprised.
There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week. Tempting, but
Morality. Lisa's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you humanity or that word. I don't know how to pronounce points. Some choices will only become available to her after she's reached certain levels.
I can't take what isn't mine.
Oh.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
A silly superstition, but honestly, it feels better. It is a superstition slash. What's the word I'm looking for? Tradition. So honestly, removing the cover feels like it's a bad thing because it makes you feel like you don't care about tradition. Like completely caring about tradition is not completely right, but not caring about tradition at all is also completely wrong. Like there needs to be a balance. But I think honestly, so I'm one of those people that I think like following traditions to some degrees is fine. Like there are certain traditions that about every little thing, but when it comes to like things that are just obsolete and actually hindering, then it depends. It depends on what the actual purpose is of why you do it. But in things like this, when it comes to like honoring the dead, like I think it's always wise to honor the traditions of those things.
Still, why risk it? God saves the man who saves himself.
I thought that would actually have implications, but whatever. Like implications being like it actually gave morality, or if it gave the other ones, but it does not look like it did. So that's fine.
Eerie.
Eric.
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting? It's hard.
Oh,
could
whoops,
it be
sorry. Sorry.
This is unbearable.
It is a lot of stairs.
I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just need to look straight ahead.
Honestly, like that's pretty much the reason why I started giving her some science points, because she is a doctor.
No matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this? I will make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show the Countess?
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
Wait, is that not the way to... How do I leave? This way?
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
Locked.
Table.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello? Hello? I'm terribly sorry for it.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused. If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Not like I have a choice.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam. Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
So we choose our name, but it's based on several different, only the couple choices we get. I mean, considering that it's all voiced, makes sense. Excuse me. You actually head this way now? I can go through here? Seems like it. Okay.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much. I can't ruin such beauty with dirt. I better wash up first. Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened. That should do it, hopefully. goodness. Such an ornate. I want nothing more than to change out of this horror.
Interesting. We get multiple outfits. Interesting.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove.
It really is pretty. Gain some experience. Do I come enough for a level, or is that no? It's not quite enough for a level. But this does give me more history and politics.
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
I wonder if that's based on the choice I made from the begin at the prologue, or if it's just because in general her character. If that makes sense. Because this game is very much a choices matter.
I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
But he went to the... He went outside, essentially. Oh, what? Why did it flash? For just the briefest of seconds. What's going on?
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Please tell me you have some good news for me. It's been 2 weeks since the last Cabernet shipment. The clientele is very unhappy.
I did manage to get in touch with the vendor. He says the conditions for harvesting are getting even worse, thus the interruption. We did reach an agreement though. They are happy to continue. But from now on, it'll be an extra 5 coins per bottle.
Oh, thank goodness. At this point, honestly, whatever it takes. Another week and the Countess would have fried me.
Not fired, fried. Some interactions cost action points. So some actions Lisa's performed take time. These interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night, Lisa can spend up to 3 action points. Once that action is complete, an action point will be taken, and the night will move to the next phase. I can barely see that, but I see it.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
The only reason I can is because of the literature. At 10, Okay. So this is very much a balancing act of kind of like points. But you don't want to kind of go with jack of all trades. You want kind of almost like a certain focus, but it's definitely still have stats in the other things.
Could you really be vampires?
We, Lisa. You, me, the Countess, nearly everyone here at the manor. Vampires, creatures of the night, blood-sucking monsters. Your pick. Just like you read about in folktales.
Are you just playing tricks on me? Is this all a joke?
Only the best kind there is.
I haven't actually looked in the mirror, so that's why I don't have to twist that.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
I don't even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right. Hussar it is.
Interesting.
I have so many questions.
Honestly, I would too.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
Wait, is there a way to check my... Okay, I do actually have enough.
What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arbin. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east.
To the east? Depending on where the east.
That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human. Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
That sounds cruel.
Don't be like that. It's all in good fun.
I mean, it does sound cruel.
I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Jeez, dude.
Locked.
So... socialize with the guests. So is this the first person I can interact with? No? No? No.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
Nah, I'm not in it for the Russian roulette.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well. Apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
It probably is the hunting instinct.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Okay.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm kind of noticing that everyone has like deep, almost like deep shadows underneath their eyes. Like they're always tired. Jeez.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Probably our uncle, but that's just basing off of a cursory glance. Oh, okay. She said the best advice is to always be honest unless you absolutely can't. So honestly, I kind of like that. I do like that advice. I do try to be honest as much as I possibly can. So I'm actually kind of also curious because we don't know enough about her, but we don't know our character's backstory in itself completely. Like we know something's obviously wrong with her father on the sense that the father's probably passed away himself as well, but how and why we don't know.
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Oh?
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert.
Bless me.
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
If the sound cut out for a second there, it's because that something triggered on the side, and because it triggered that wasn't in the game, it pulled aside the attention from the game. So that's why if you didn't hear what the last one was, sorry about that.
I'll make sure to visit.
Side quests. Besides experience in the main story, Lisa is encouraged to explore the town and meet other characters. Depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet a certain criteria, such as specific skills or morality levels, in order to start or continue with their quests. Okay.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Funny. Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Honestly, probably. I'm okay with her thus far. Like, she's pretty cool. Bio, is that a glossary or... Okay. I wonder if I have to interact with all the people that are here or just certain ones.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
It actually does look good. Like, if you consider and the art style, like, it does look pretty much like exactly like looking. Like, if you look at the doll and then look at Lisa, it pretty much is like looking at Lisa, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, the doll doesn't look exactly like Lisa, but excuse me. But the fact of the matter still stands that it still looks a lot like her in the sense of like. If it was bad work, like there would definitely be some like deformity or like the art would look different to what we look like, if that makes sense. But essentially, long story short, I'm trying to say is, I think it looks good.
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
So yeah, I honestly think she wasn't something. It's not something that needs work. Because it definitely didn't feel like it was something that was bad. It definitely felt like it was something like, I can appreciate this.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
You also have to remember that this is in the 19th century, so it's the standards and stuff like that are very like the standards of society back then are different compared to the standards of society today. Like today, it's whatever what a man does. Like, it doesn't have to be manly, quote unquote. And no one will judge. Well, people will probably still judge, but the point of the matter is it'll be less judged. Whereas back in the 19th century, you'd probably be really judged. But at the same time, like, it takes a steady hand. A lot of, like, back then, there wasn't really machines to make these dolls. They were handmade. So, the fact that he made that doll and it looks so good shows he has a lot of talent.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it.
Yeah?
I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
He might, unfortunately, I got a feeling it's not necessarily the doll involved.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me. But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Okay, so we now have... Wait, we didn't unlock his? Interesting. Or is he not one we can have a relation with because something's gonna happen? I got a feeling something's gonna happen. Like, let's be real here. Do I have to socialize with the other person? Can I interact with this, or... I'm just trying to see if there was anything I could interact into.
The Countess sure has ex in others.
Nothing new. I was just curious. I was curious. I will leave that alone. Do I have to go, or can I just talk to him now that I've talked to the people I actually give a crap about? No, I have to go talk to everyone. Of course. I don't have to just... I have to unlock the relation, but I don't think I have to progress the relation.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from... before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't die? I mean, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
I don't know what I feel is correct here. Like, I'm not even necessarily saying like correct on the sense of like, oh, in the long run, whatever. But excuse me, more of how do I put it? Excuse me. I don't know how I would answer here, honestly.
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
I'd have to say Petya's. Like you said, what I have now isn't really life.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed. Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Technically. Okay, gain some experience. I'm at 36 of 50 now, so I think I was at like 12, so I think that gave me, what, 24 points total? I think. Whatever. Okay, dude.
Good timing. I just finished up.
That was a hell of a smoke break, dude.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps.
Of course.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
That's not foreboding.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Of course.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Mine.
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well.
It's his. It's definitely his.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
I do.
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna.
I'm actually, hold on, what is a domovoy? A domovoy. Okay, it's Slavic mythology. A domovoy is is a house spirit that watches over a dwelling and has significant impact on the family's life and well-being. If pleased, a domovoy may be a tremendous value to the inhabitants of the house. Excuse me. But if they upset him or if he simply has a bad temper, it may lead to lost items, illness, poverty, and other misfortunes. Sometimes people leave food or other gifts for domovoy to get on their good side. They are often visually represented as covered in soot and dirt. Interesting. So it's kind of like almost like a dirty ghost, if that makes sense. Alright. The Rustica is a creature commonly associated with water, possessing the visage of a young woman. Some regional folklore even describe it as displaying characteristics of Hessian nature. I can't pronounce. I'm sorry if I mispronounce that. Whilst older texts often speak of it of its benevolent nature, guiding the harvest and spurning fertility. The Rusalka has become more frequently linked to death and drowning, a restless spirit seeking revenge for wrongs committed. Is there a way to... Hold on, is there a way to look at history?
If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
I think that was everything. Yeah.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but
Yes?
from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice.
That was what? Science? Yes.
All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
I mean, that's why our literature's so high.
Of course I did. Tragic story.
It sure is. Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Let me check something real quick. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is a drama in five acts by Alexandra. I'm going to mispronounce that, so I'm going to skip it. Written in 1859. The play follows Katerina, a young woman who had a happy life in childhood. However, after her marriage, she ends up in a harsh, tyrannical environment and becomes a metaphorical prisoner in her new home. One of the thematic questions Katerina poses in the play is why do not people just fly just like birds? That's a really weird way to word it, but okay.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time, then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
got an achievement called Bat.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs whether a bat shifting ability is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on a surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you. Oh god, very fast.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Where am I going?
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
Lisa can turn into a bat anytime she's provided an appropriate environment and she's not in the direct sight. The bat indicator in the bottom left corner shows whether Lisa is able to transition at a particular member.
Shh. There. Look.
Thunder?
If only I have 3 coins for my name, then I'd show them. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission.
Did I just... Interesting.
Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
To be fair.
So it doesn't work on other vampires.
The fact that he's being quiet means that it's not quite true. That it does work on vampires.
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are 2 main reasons. 1, people in a trance are easily suggestible, you can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
Oh, I see. Well,
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
okay.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
So, am I supposed to just...
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell, the promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body. No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
If I've chosen like more of the bad choices and stuff like that, or the, so I guess selfish choices, then I probably would have. But I think because of my humanity choices, I think it's not something. But I don't. At the same time, this might be just a script that regardless of what my stats, it's gonna be this way. I don't know.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet.
Too late. You're already in the right, dude.
Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
He's been very flippant, but you know what? He has been at least useful for like telling us how to do stuff. So you know what?
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophime.
Vampire ability. Hypnotism. Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. In order to do that, approach the enchanted victim in your human form, specifically human form, note that, and press the left mouse button once you see the hypnotism icon. The victims can't be hypnotized more than once a day. Good to know.
Can you hear me, Trophime? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Interesting. So if you do bad stuff, you can ask him to start stealing or drink even more. But if you're being good, you're concerned about his health.
You will start pacing your drinking.
The platform is interesting. I like it.
What was that?
Oh wait, I think I know what it was. So, curiosity. I'm flying low to the ground of the theater I accidentally made a mistake. But heading towards the manor, I heard the scream, so that means that at the manor. Or in that general area at the very least.
Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though.
Okay, looks like I can't fly. Or I can't enter from there, so I have to go into here. Ah, yeah.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
Did you have no self-control at all?
Yeah. Okay, so we leveled up, so I think the best thing to do is up our science and logic more. Because we are, once again, we are a doctor. So, there's that.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
This was a go, and no?
Locked. Locked.
Well, I didn't mean to press the spacebar twice, by the way.
Locked.
Okay. Where? Ah.
What is this?
I can't save the game, interestingly enough. So it looks like this is one of those games that automatically saves every time you do something.
My God!
Why is my relation? Why did it update? What updated?
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one's going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters! How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out. Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dealt for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point.
I'm gonna take a screenshot. I actually have them.
All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it.
Yeah.
Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness.
No joke.
It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
Small vial. Sustains you for a day.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay. So, depending on what I read, I assume increases. Yeah, okay. What do I want to increase? I don't have any in. Excuse me. I don't have any in music or writing, but the thing is, I think honestly, or the music and arts, I mean. So honestly, I think the music and arts is just gonna have to be my weak stat. Like, I probably, depending on how, point scaling goes and stuff like that, and how many levels there is, etc. I could probably focus on 3 skills, or just keep it to 2. I could even technically do just 1, but I don't think that's a smart idea. Having multiple skills that you're good at is actually a good thing to have. It kind of goes back to D&D. So honestly, having there's multiple skills you can be proficient in. There's always going to be one skill you're best at, but you could still be good enough in other skills that you actually can get away with doing them. So, I think because of what I'm wearing, I think part of me wants to do history and politics because I don't think I'm going to be wearing this necessarily all the time. But I could be very, very wrong. So, I think because of what the way I started, I think it's just best to go ahead. No, not there, not there. Literature and writing, because of how my prologue started. Oh, okay. So I have enough time to do multiple. Interesting. So I guess then my best one would. Oh, I can't wait. Can I not do another one? Okay.
It's not my fault. Stop blaming me for everything.
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
I'm not sure I want to know. Oh. Here, you will make choices in Cabernet. Some of little and some of big consequences. You will not always know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on the symbol by this.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this? They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Can I go down and see? No? Okay. Then... Wait. Is that broken? No, it's just... okay, I see what it is.
Locked.
Okay, well, I only have really one choice here, I guess, then.
My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now.
That's definitely cool.
I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on, or whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I understand.
I'm not. I'm going to go middle ground here because I don't think, like, it doesn't feel right to be kind of like haughty against the countess, but at the same time, it doesn't. I don't feel like I should be a beck and call kind of like, oh, I will do anything for her. No, she's definitely been kind, but she's not. But that doesn't mean necessarily that she is kind. If that makes sense.
Good girl. You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes?
Never mind.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on my face, I don't know. I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason.
I can think of a reason why.
It's just been a while since I've seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
That's a yes.
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I was less trying to improve her relationship and more of just like,
I swear it just blinked.
they did it. I actually wasn't paying attention. So currently at 18-0 for our humanity and whatever this is called. I don't want to try to pronounce it. I will fail horribly.
Hello again, Trophime.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course, silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Are you fit to drive?
I am, my lady. Truth be told, I had a drink or two earlier tonight, but then the strangest thing happened. I must have fallen asleep and woke up not remembering a thing, but sober as a judge. Must be the fresh air.
Yes, must be it.
In any case.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command. Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
But most of the game will take place like in the nighttime.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time. One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is.
Okay. Complete chapter 1. Okay. Depending on how many chapters is, this game probably won't be that long.
We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
And now we actually get the title of the screen.
Whoa, Marta.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon. But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor. Door on the right side.
Even the best of nights eventually come to an end. During the dawn phase of the night, Lisa must get within safe proximity to her vessel before the sun is up. Otherwise, she will be burnt on the spot and suffer permanent death. I have no coins, so unfortunately. I would tip him, but I have no coin.
Thank you, Trophime. Be safe.
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here. Go, Marta.
Oh.
Second floor door on the right. Oh, this one? Oh, time is actually going.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me. Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
Yeah, lovely.
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my savior.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa, is that you?
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
It's just been a rough day.
Ah, that's what I thought. You poor girl.
Thank you.
As we are neighbors now, call me Fahina. I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman. Don't be a stranger.
I also don't like the fact that that's them red. How do I... Is there other pages to this? Am I missing something? Okay. Guess not.
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor. I was told I'll be staying here for the time being. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, it's the least I could do. Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
Those are like a bit, I guess.
In all honesty, it was a rough start. A lot of things didn't go as planned.
In my experience, they rarely do.
Perhaps it was a better introduction to our way of life than it seems right now.
I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition.
Partially. Why only partially?
I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could have happens now.
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
I'll be looking forward to it. I was worried that with all of this, I wouldn't be able to continue my medical work.
I would never let that happen. You're far too valuable to the field, dear.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation.
That's fair.
It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
My vessel?
Yes. The coffin that you were buried in.
Interesting.
Goodness, but why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid. Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
Bad joke, dude. Bad joke. I unfortunately can't do that because my art is 10, so my joke is bad. My ability to make jokes is bad, so...
That's right. Let's see if that's true.
By the way, I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I have.
That's fine.
Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
That must be his room. Chapter 2.
After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness.
Sunrise is the bane of every vampire. In order to withstand the daylight hours, vampires must be in close proximity to their vessel, usually the coffin they were buried in. The vessel indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen shows whether Lisa is close enough to her vessel to survive the upcoming day.
There's plenty of room for my outfits. And look, there's already one in here. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place.
Interesting. Okay. So it looks like there's total 8 outfits to gather. One that you automatically put on. Well, since we're going to bed.
Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though.
Oh, so this is how we save. Interesting.
That's a nice place to store my keepsakes.
So it's not we can't save, it's more it saves automatically, like by itself whenever we do something, but still.
Don't you go anywhere, Matilda.
Yes, please don't. For the love of God.
I should check out the general store.
Wait, can I not?
want to look around more before I go to sleep.
We don't exactly have time.
Huh. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly. I should check out the
That was an accident.
It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Yes. Honestly, I was gonna end anyways.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Why?
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Oh. Sorry. Well, give me a second. Oh. I actually... Crap. Okay. That... I realized that was going to be the case. The only reason I'm doing it is because I have to... I specifically...
After passing that threshold, I think it had...
I'm not going to do that often if I can help it.
There's plenty of room. Must be the one...
Yeah, we're just going to keep this dress on then.
Strange. Lovely.
Okay.
That's a nice place to... Don't you go anywhere, Matilda.
Because we said that, I'm getting a feeling it's gonna happen. Wait, the window, right?
Huh. Could come in handy. It's been a long night.
Yes. Let us rest.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Okay. Oh. Well, son of a... Whatever.
Come over to the window.
We didn't have a choice. Oh, that's lame. Whatever. Wait, I thought our window was open.
Oh, it's only you. You scared me half to death. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss with you. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire stories? We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
That makes sense. You don't want guests like us to drop by unannounced.
It's a real pain in the ass, if you ask me. Hunting would have been so much easier without technicalities like this. So, will you let me in or not?
I don't have enough relationship, unfortunately, to be like... Wait. Wait. Is there not? Oh, it's down there. Okay, so there's actually 2 pages. Okay. What's our relationship with everyone? Ah, 57. Okay, so that's why we can't tease him.
Oh, that's right. Come in, please.
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. The intentions are clear. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
That's a little bit fair.
I, for one, believe in people's good nature. What's even the point to live otherwise?
Believe what you must, Lisa. But in my experience, people tend to disappoint much more often than not.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Let's cut to the chase. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her, And if everything goes well, she will be very grateful.
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You don't want me to rob their house, do you?
That's a rather tactless way to put it. Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation.
That's stealing.
Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
That doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Do I have any say in all this?
I really want to say yes, but sadly, that's just not the position you are in just yet.
Sounds like there isn't much choice in this favor. I guess I have no other option.
Splendid. All you need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive, artistic types. What else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much. Although I do often see her going in and out of the church.
You go to church?
Heavens, no. But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
Of course.
Where should I look for Evgeny?
Let's see. He is a mediocre poet who, surprise, surprise, enjoys an occasional shot of vodka. I would start your search at Arbin's Literary Salon.
What kind of documents am I looking for?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, just befriend one of them and get an invitation to their house. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt, too. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at. Almost forgot. Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
Okay. Well then. Mostly because it's our, well, it is. I don't know how important.
Too bad I can't see my reflection, and I wonder if I will one day forget my face.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is maybe the style of our dress also matters. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case of an emergency.
I don't know if I should have taken that or not. Okay, well, I think the most important thing is to go ahead and start. That was weird. Anyways. Hello, what's this? Painting piece. Found one of 21 scattered painting pieces.
No mail for me this time. It's a storage room for the building. That's also where packages are delivered for tenants to pick up.
Good to know. If it comes up later. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? I know. Okay, so Anastasia is the artsy type, and the hotshot poet obviously is a literature type. The problem is, I don't really want to deal with a hotshot type.
Excuse me.
Hi, how are you?
Nice evening, isn't it? Evening. Apologies.
Can I go down this way? Is there a map or anything? I love how we already have a relationship with a cat. It doesn't look like time passes without doing stuff, so... Okay, this is Town Hall. Okay. So, this is Town Hall. Good to know. Hello. I see that. This is probably out to the woods or something like that. So, let me go to the edge of the map over here. If this leads me anywhere. No? No. Okay. I need to go. There's multiple things I want to do, but I don't... Yeah, like, right now we're leaning very heavily towards humanity, which honestly, I'm very fine with. Obviously, we don't change it to our bat form. Like, I would love to be walking around in our bat. Oh, wait, hold on. We could actually move faster, but I don't know if I want to. I don't. At least blood? Doesn't look like it. Or maybe it does, but it takes...
Locked.
Ow. I want to go to the bookstore. Oh well. I don't know if it... Doesn't...
The lights are on. Someone must be at home.
Yeah, but we don't know... I don't know who lives there. So... Might not necessarily be something I need to go for yet. Is it the saloon where he works? What was her name? Arbon? I think this is it.
Perched upon a rotting barrow, my eyes survey the fallow field.
Okay.
Where once the wheat grew tall and narrow, now crops bestow a paltry yield. The bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness as embers die upon the hearth. See how in the forest hollow the firewood it gathers moss, while in the tavern, ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks to his great loss. Now raise a toast to her, my brother. Nature shall we never scorn. Though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see the summer's dawn.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you kindly, dear friends.
Hopefully walking over here doesn't automatically... Okay. But he is in the way. He is very much in the way. Dude. I wonder if I have to go talk to him to get him out of the way of Parliament.
The community board. Let's see. Politics, local events, lifestyle columns. Quite a lot of missing people listings. Interesting.
Lots of ladies that smoke. I love how you're smoking like right outside the church, lady.
I used to feel safe inside a church.
Enter a non-public. Since when is a church non-public? Vampires must receive an invitation from the owner. Entries unavailable to Lisa are marked by the invitation icon. You can also see which characters' domains you don't have an invitation to by finding the lock symbol above their portrait in the relationship map.
It's a strange feeling to need an invitation there.
Good night for a ride, isn't it?
But where would I go? Back to the Countess's place? Okay, why? So I can't go...
This must be Anastasia.
Oh.
I should come up and introduce myself.
Oh, okay.
Good sermon today?
More or less the same one as always. But then again, people don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice under the doctor.
Of course.
It was good seeing you.
Good night, Lisa.
Yeah, I figured. Like, I already knew it was too easy. It'd be easier to go to talk to her. But in a sense, it's harder because we don't have any stats in that. Guess I don't have a choice.
I presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certainly am him. And whom do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem. Is that something new?
Enchantée, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block recently.
Boss. What does that word mean? Okay. It's not telling me. Just said. It literally just said. Son of. Okay, fine.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
That's a lie.
You know, I happen to have read your poetry book recently.
Have you? I am honored. And what did you think?
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron, so passionate and brave.
Thank you. That's quite a compliment. You do know your poetry.
Don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. My apologies. I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot with me?
Vodka isn't really something I drink nowadays.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to be terrible, to make you feel terrible.
Why the hell do you want to feel terrible?
That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery.
No. That's actually worse.
After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
I don't know, I don't drink.
What a compelling pitch.
So she says.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
I don't see why not. Let's share our misery.
To the art of poetry, may it continue to shape minds and move the human spirit.
Hear, hear.
Does that lower my blood?
Ooh, that went down easy. Say, Lisa, perhaps you've rescued me from my writer's block. I just might have a stroke of inspiration.
Delightful news. Although I'm not sure I can take credit for it.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do. Inspire naturally, without even realizing it. Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience and judge.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. The break is short between the first and the second shot. I'll go chat with Arbon and get some more.
Have fun with your misery, companion.
Oh, we always do.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's something. So my rank went up. The question... I really don't want to befriend him, but I don't think I'm going to be able to befriend Anastasia as well. Now that I've done one or... I think it might be a one or the other. It could be I could do both, but I don't know. I legitimately don't freaking know. So, I'm already arguing with myself of what I said earlier. It's like I should focus on 3 stats max. But not having art is really kicking my butt. I think I'm just going to go ahead and increase my history and politics. That way I can keep my at least 3 of my stats kind of even-ish. Yeah. Like, I know I have a dress for it, but at the same time, like, I still need to increase it anyways. Okay, so... Oh. Can't talk to him anymore, it looks like. So now I have to figure out what else to do. Okay, I can still look like I can still get still talk to her, but I'm trying to decide what to do.
Hi there.
Part of me thinks I should go ahead and talk to the neighbor.
This must be where Faina lives.
Oh wait, she said don't.
Good evening. I'm your new neighbor, Lisa. Thought I'd stop by and say a quick hello.
Because she actually said don't be a stranger or something like that, that's technically an invite to be able to come into her place. So, yeah, we have an invite to go to her place. Okay. So that's why we can go into her place. I mean, it already kind of dawned on me earlier, but it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course. Come, have some tea with me. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Yes, please. I could use a little break. Thank you. Oh, it smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself, more about the little plates she poured it in for us instead of cups.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything. I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Is that your cat over there? What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
Do you live here all by yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays me a visit. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbors to bother. I'm never alone. Not really.
Are you from around here, Faina?
Oh, no, dear. I happened to wander quite a bit before I settled here. Although, I reckon I've stayed in this town longer than you've been alive.
Since we're a new vampire, that's probably true.
And where have you lived before?
Many places, sweetheart. Oh, far too many places.
Wait, why is that?
Anything I should know about life here?
Let's see. For one, The townsfolk tend to be up quite late around these parts. Sort of a local quirk. They say it goes way back. Not sure how it started, but most places tend to stay open well into the night. I was always a night owl myself, so that never bothered me. But darkness and danger go hand in hand.
Danger?
Lots of temptation, whether you seek it or not. It's like my mother used to say, little dove. Keep your heart open, but your mind sharp.
She sounds like a wise woman.
Oh, she was, dear. Much wiser than I'll ever be, anyway.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was delicious.
You're welcome, little dove. Come again soon.
These books are written in a foreign language. They look beautiful. Wish I could read some of them. And just like that, he's gone. I hope I'll get to see you again, my elusive buddy.
Objective, find the cat. That sounds like a pain in the ass because they're cats.
Anything particular you're looking for?
Which coin do I have? 20, okay. What's the point of the... Hold on, what's this? Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't see this. Interesting. The blood level. Is there anything that actually like increases it or no? No.
How may I assist you today?
Is it all just the same thing he was trying to sell? Okay. Well, for now, we'll hold off. I don't really want to spend any money. Not necessarily. Because I don't know when I might need that money. Okay, I'm going to go to the north. Because there's one...
Evening.
That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be tidied up.
Okay, I was just curious about this path up here, that's all. I thought maybe I could go onto it, but I don't know. But it's fine. Okay, so... if I can't talk to the dude anymore...
Greetings.
I mean, we'll at least try. We'll at least try.
Apologies.
We'll go back to the saloon, see if we can talk to him again. If not, that's fine. I guess we'll go read. It does not look like I can. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to where we live. Actually, hold on. I don't think I've been the other way yet. Let's go this way. Music school, eh? I actually need an invite. Interesting. The vodka bar. Okay, I can't go in there. If the screen looks like it's glitching out every now and then, I don't know why. Don't ask us, I don't know. And I don't have any drop frames, so it's the game itself, or maybe it's screens, or I don't know.
Can't put a cloth on this one. Would only raise questions. Makes for a strange reality check every time I come back home.
But it's not a save point. Okay, so not all mirrors are save points. Good to know. So I want to go back to my room real quick. I want to check. Okay, so this is literally only for saving. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do anything in particular in my room. Okay. So might as well read. Okay, so we get some that give X points but has more sessions. Okay. So I'm probably gonna do then is I'm gonna go ahead and read this. Oh, I have to hold it right. That means Twilight. And my... Now we have to go to our room. Okay. Save. We go to bed.
Mama? What's wrong, Lisa? Why aren't you asleep? I can't. Would you sing me the lullaby, please? Oh, all right. Let me tuck you back in. Now close your eyes and listen. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. You sing so well, Mommy. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you when I grow up? You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Anything at all. Oh, really? I hope everyone will like it when I sing. Of course they will, my sunshine. Now, rest your little eyes. Good night, Mommy. Sweet dreams, my darling. Lisa. What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
That's a good question.
Your soul
What about it?
is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
Ah! Damn candle.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I got you, didn't I?
Was this all a prank?
I truly am hilarious, aren't I?
How did you manage to do all this?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to your room. And then I turned invisible for a hilarious prank.
Turn invisible? We can do that?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you?
No.
I think I'd remember it if you did.
Could have sworn I told you. Want to try it now? Just hold your breath and relax. It will come to you.
Okay.
There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know.
You really can't see me?
I cannot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be invisible, would you? Oh, now that I think about it, that could have been another hilarious jape. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Oh, whoops. Hold on.
Now that's a funny jape.
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts draining. You have to remember to take breaks in between.
When Lisa is invisible, she's capable of stealing from town citizens in order to do In order to do so, hold down the left mouse button while near the targeted individual, and then succeed in a timed challenge. Remember, if Lisa gets caught stealing, she will be sent to jail. Even if cases of success, stealing will impact your morality. I mean, I figured that.
Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
I met Evgeny and got to know him a little.
Charming fellow, huh? I'm sure you two will hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
Not sure yet. Maybe it's worth talking to them both some more. I met Anastasia and got to know her a little bit.
She sounds like a nice broad. I thought you two might hit it off. Do you think this is who you will...
Honestly, if I can help it, yes.
I don't see why not. We seem to get along.
Obviously, it doesn't really matter to the Countess who you choose as long as you get that invitation and those documents. On a personal note, though, it may not always be better to pick who you like more.
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
I haven't thought this far ahead. Thanks for the tip, Hussar.
Just something to consider. Anyhow...
I thought I had more to say. Also, I turned invisible twice by accident.
I suppose my job here is done.
Job? I'm sorry, do they pay you to play tricks on people?
I never thought about it this way. Maybe my line of work isn't so bad. Good luck with the invitation. I'll be rooting for you. Kind of.
Too bad I can't see my reflection. I wonder if I will one day forget my face.
Honestly, that is a possibility. Okay. I need to find... Okay, wait, that's right. I don't have an actual thing that pluses my music and arts. I'm gonna put this one on just because it increases my history. Excuse me. It increases my history and stuff like that. So I'm going to go out wearing this. I think I'm going to read the seagull for now, just because it can increase my knowledge on arts relatively quickly. No, that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do. I can use it more for an emergency situation, but honestly, I think I just want to go ahead and get it used. Just to kind of keep my blood up for now. I think it gets more glitchy when you get closer to the edge of something. Actually, hold on. What was the dress's abilities? He had two of them. I know that.
How are you doing this fine evening?
Alright, this one was Science and Logic. This one was Music and Art. Okay. So I'm going to go and buy that one. I would prefer to have...
Enjoy.
I mean, I'm not surprised that it improved, because I bought something from him. With that being said, I'm going to go back now to our place, so I can increase my arts a bit more. I'm not going to read this time. I'm going to change my outfit. Since now I have an outfit that can up my arts. Like, to be fair, like, the other guy doesn't seem actually all that terrible, but like, he'll be the easier of the two to probably what's the word I'm looking for? Be friends with. But I think at the end of the day, I think I'd rather just go ahead and go with the lady. I don't know. Wait. I don't know. Can I see it? No. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now I want to go talk to Anastasia. I don't remember how they pronounce it in the game, so I'm going to just pronounce it the way I know. I may be wrong, but you know what? I'm at least trying, okay? Yeah, excuse me. I just yawned a small bit there. Yeah, I'm going to talk to her. I want to get to know her better.
This must be Anastasia. Good sermon today?
More or less. People don't usually...
A music teacher. That must be so rewarding.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, especially a child, it does make my day 1,000 times brighter. Do you play an instrument yourself?
I don't, sadly.
Ah, that's a real shame. But trust me, it's never too late to pick up an instrument again.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. The church choir here sounds remarkable. The tenor in particular is something else.
Doesn't it?
I must admit, I didn't expect to hear something like that in such a small town.
I couldn't agree more. You have quite an ear for music.
You sound surprised. Do I give off such a bad impression?
Oh no, it's just that I rarely meet anyone I have a lot in common with around here. Not anymore, at least.
So we increased our relationship to 60 because of that. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's time for me to head home. My husband is waiting. I hope. But perhaps you'd like to keep me company on the way back.
Who would refuse a stroll on such a nice summer evening?
Oh god, depending on where they live, that's gotta be so warm to wear that. Oh, I'm not doing this movement. It's not me at all.
The tenor that you so precisely placed belongs to Father Mikhail. Father Mikhail has a true gift. His voice is unbelievable. I find it very difficult to listen when he speaks, or agree with anything he says. But when he sings, I just can't help myself.
It is frustrating when you can't deny the talent in a person you don't admire.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, honestly. Not me still moving.
So, are you planning to come visit the church yourself?
Definitely. I used to love the one back in my hometown. It was much smaller than the one here, but I still remember how huge it seemed when I was younger. I miss it.
Well, that's just lovely. It will be nice to see a friendly face in there. If I'm completely honest with you, I come there mostly to listen to the choir. The lights are off.
Is something wrong?
Nothing really. My husband. I don't think he's home yet. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you, Lisa. Would you stop by my school when you have a moment? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Of course. I would like nothing more.
Splendid. We are open from Wednesdays to Saturdays.
Is there a way to tell? Wednesdays through Saturdays, so only a couple days.
I'll make sure to drop by. Have a good night, Anastasia.
Good night, Lisa.
I have an invitation to the school, but not to there.
Locked.
Why can't I go to the bookstore? Don't let me into the bookstore. I want in. Like, what's the point of having the bookstore there if I can't go to the bookstore? So unfortunate. Let's go to the saloon. Not necessarily wanting to talk to the dude, but... Okay, it's not there. Good.
I don't think this clock is working, but it doesn't seem like anybody here cares.
Now I can actually talk to her.
Hello, Lisa.
Have you seen Evgeny tonight?
I'm afraid I have.
Afraid I have?
Did something happen? Is he all right?
Nothing out of the ordinary, sadly. He got too drunk, and I refused to serve him, so he left.
Ah.
Oh, do you think he went home?
I'd say chances of that are slim to none.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
It's not getting better, I can tell you that.
Okay, I can actually move here with nothing.
Where do you think he went?
I'm willing to bet that he's at that vodka bar on the other side of town. Real nasty place. And I'm not just saying that because they're my competition.
Thank you. I'll take a look there.
Hey, it's none of my business, of course. But I wouldn't drink their Cabernet if I were you. Just a friendly piece of advice.
Understood. Thank you, Arbin. That was very helpful.
Till next time.
I wonder if it would be better to just go with Evangeni or go with a lady. Might as well.
Kirill, you beady-eyed scoundrel, give me back my book.
No need to get personal, Evgeny. It was a fair game.
Like hell it was, you cheat. I need it, don't you get it? My life's work is in it. It is my life.
Then why did you wager it?
Son of a bitch.
But like I already told you, I'm not without heart. I'm willing to play for it again, whenever you're ready.
That scum. My book.
What did you do to him?
Excuse me? I did positively nothing. He got inebriated and wanted to play cards. Who am I to reject a man a simple pleasure?
He's clearly not in the right state of mind to make bets.
He is a grown man and can make his own decisions. Say, if you do want to help him out so much, would you care to play around?
I don't have any money.
I've placed a bet already.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
I'm sorry. I didn't think this was my responsibility.
So you would have charged me, just like that. You really are a scoundrel, aren't you? What are we playing?
Why don't we just play 21?
The blackjack?
You just tell me when to stop, young lady.
Very similar to blackjack. One main difference in the scoring system is kings are 4 points, queens are 3 points, jacks are 2, and aces are 11. The object of the game is to get as close as possible to 21 without going off, as normal blackjack rules. Player goes first, the dealer goes second. Players aren't allowed to stack more than 5 cards. So, you gotta remember, kings are 4s, queens are 3s, jacks are 2s. The aces I've always known are kind of 11s, but I think it's a situational thing. I don't remember the exact situation, but I know they can be 11s. Okay, come on, 9. 12. The only thing that will send me over is a 10 or an ace.
Damn it.
Sorry. See, look on the bright side. Unlucky at cards means lucky at...
Let's go, Evgeny.
I love good...
I think there was a... Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't I have a way to increase my... Not doing that.
Are you alright?
Never better. You didn't have to do this, Lisa. Thank you.
That's what friends do.
Friends? Do you consider me a friend?
Didn't I tell you? I'm exclusively friends with people whom I get to walk home drunk.
You will be very popular living in these parts.
Does he live around the same place as her? I mean, it would make sense. Hands are still not on the keyboard. This is not me doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my father likes his drink too. He started when my brother and I were very young.
Is that how you learn to take care of drunk people?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It must have been hard for you.
I try not to think about it.
I should apologize to Anastasia. She doesn't deserve this.
How often does this happen?
Whenever I can't write.
I see. I remember you mentioned a writer's block. How long has it been?
A while.
I sense it's not a good time to probe further on this. You must be in a lot of pain.
Why do you think that?
My father says that when he drinks, it helps dull the pain.
I feel dull when I'm sober. When I drink, it's to feel something, not the other way around. We're here.
Good. You sound a little better.
I do feel better. Thank you again, Lisa.
You're most welcome.
Would you please come over for tea sometime?
And what would your wife think about that?
Anastasia, I'm sure she'd love to get to know you. Come anytime. If the lights are on, that means we're home.
Thank you for the invitation, Evgeny. I'd like that.
That's great. Now I just need to get my book back.
I can help you with that. I'd love to teach that bastard a lesson.
You are the best. I'd hug you, but I don't want to breathe near you in my condition.
Let's come up with a plan next time we meet.
Well, I'd better go inside and explain myself to Anastasia. Good night. I can't thank you enough.
I'm trying to think what I should have done is I should have gone to him first, and then I should have gone to Anastasia.
Good night, Evgeny. Till next time.
Oh, and Lisa, I'll make sure you hear that poem. I promise. If it's the last thing I do.
Well, the invitation is received. For better or for worse.
So before I go in to attempt to go into his place, I want to see if I can't call out the guy for cheating. If I go back to him. So I'm going to go back to my place because I want to see if there was a science that I had. If not, then I don't have the coin for it. Let me check also the books right quick. Yeah, the stuff I have left is science or writing. My current score science is 5 short. So I would need this outfit. If I do have an outfit that does, I would need to get a lot from it. And sadly, I do not. I think there was an outfit for sale that I could buy to get it, but I don't know for certain. My point I'm trying to get at is I don't want to go back. Okay, so actually, hold on. Before I do anything else, I want to go ahead and say, excuse you, little girl. What are you doing? Hey, what do you got? Saw the pup was sniffing around my room. It looked like she was trying to grab something, so I had to check. I ain't above opening a dog's mouth. Try to check. Which one was the last? Okay, so now I'm gonna go to their place. I wanted to save to make sure I have a backup just in case. I do realize it's already 5 o'clock, by the way, but because I started late, I'm also going a little late. Ah, pants, stop. Stop doing what I don't want you to do. Still
locked.
I'm still annoyed that I can't go to the bookstore. Like, come on. Do I just have to finish all the books in my plate?
The lights are off outside. It's too early for Evgeny and Anastasia to sleep. They must be out.
Oh, window. Can I? Well, hold on.
It's dark inside. It's dark inside. Both Evgeny... That's Evgeny and Savelli in the Skortsov family photo. They seem close. Locked. There's last month's newspaper stored in here.
July 2nd. The town will be delighted to welcome Savelli as the new mayor. Savelli shared that with our reporters that he will spare no expense and leave no stone unturned in fighting corruption. His other immediate goals include supporting honest local businesses and bringing much needed stability to our city. To the city, excuse me. On May 17th, the former mayor, Valentino, now was apprehended by the police. He awaits trial for unlawful usage of his influence and embezzlement of city funds.
Peculiar.
Oop. Anyways.
What's this for? I bet it will come in handy.
Okay, I assume, yeah, the bedroom.
Huh. With a house like this, I imagined Anastasia owning a larger dress collection. Although she certainly has good taste. One of the outfits here is just stunning.
I will not steal it. Nope, that is a morality thing I don't want on my conscience. No, thank you.
Glinka, Chopin, Bach. She really does have wonderful taste in music. Must have been next to impossible to get these cylinders. Some dusty sheet music.
Sadly, my music is not good enough. I'm really starting to regret I didn't choose music, but whatever. Can I go downstairs? I can't. I don't know if I want to go downstairs. Not yet, at least.
So that's what this key is for.
Considering also the time of... Hello.
This must be Evgeny's study. Honestly, it looks exactly how I imagined it. A lot of thrown away scribbles. Must be Evgeny's poetry drafts. Seems like he's been working on the same poem for a while, called The Curse. Most of these have barely anything written on them. Seems like he hated every idea he had from the very beginning.
Interesting.
Author's copies of Evgeny's poetry book, Dead Winter. Maybe I should give it a read at some point.
We won't take the copy.
These are Evgeny's personal letters.
Nope.
I shouldn't be reading other people's private mail.
Exactly. Like, even if I...
What the hell? I swear I locked it.
They're back, and sounds like they're coming here.
And how much exactly do you owe them?
I owe what I owe. No need to go into details.
Funny. And I'd say it's prime time we get into them. We are broke, Evgeny. We can't afford these habits any longer.
Thanks to Uncle, we live in a grand house for pennies. We'll get by, Anastasia.
I don't want to get by, Evgeny. I want a normal life with a normal husband. I meant...
That's it. I don't want to hear another word of this.
Have you been drinking again?
No.
Don't lie to me, Evgeny. You're drunk. Every day this week you have been drinking.
I am not drunk. I just had one glass, that's it.
I can't take this circus any longer. I need to get some air.
Where do you think you're going?
I feel so weak all of a sudden. And hungry. A secret panel under the floorboard. Clever. There's an envelope with a City Hall seal. This must be what the Countess is looking for. Hold on a second. What's this? 50 coins. Now, that's a lot of money.
Nope, you're leaving that. Not my place. Yeah, we're definitely... I just looked over our bucket there. Yeah, we're really low. So, where is... Right, it was a quest we had. Oh wait, that's glossary, not that. Yeah. The quest part of the quest is feed on him, sustain, which we are pretty much just non-existent on that now. So. Oh, so
I'm starving. I can't delay this any longer. If I don't eat now, I just know I will die. There he is. His skin looks so beautiful in the moonlight. I can smell his flesh from all the way over here.
I want to know what that smells like.
I I need to taste him. I need to feed. I think I know what I need to do. Should I come over? Evgeny?
Lisa? What are you doing here?
This seems to be a bad moment, but I came to talk with you about your book.
The book? Oh, I completely forgot about it. My life's work.
How do you completely forget about your life's work?
Perhaps it's because I despise it. No, despise myself so much in this moment. How insignificant and inconsequential I am. How much harm I cause to the ones who love me.
Is there some way I can help?
Nothing can ease the self-imposed burdens of the mind.
But maybe I can tune them out a little.
How might one do that?
There's this song my mother used to sing sometimes when I was falling asleep.
Ah. That's our way to enchant.
I remember how much it helped me with similar thoughts. Would you like me to sing it for you?
Please.
Hush, love, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. Evgeny? No response. Did I just enchant him? Truthfully, I meant no harm, but I sense my time is running out. I have to use this opportunity. I'm sorry.
Feeding steps. Every vampire must find a way to replenish their blood level before it is depleted or face permadeath. To feed on a human, you must first befriend them, then enchant them in a private area. Next, you must approach them in your vampire form and press the left mouse button once the feeding icon is. Once you see the feeding icon. So now we change to vampire form. I think we get a choice now. Hold the feed on your victim. Amounts of blood you could drink before killing them will vary, depends on the person and status of the health. Press right triangle to release them, or right mouse button to release them. Excuse me.
Good Lord. Lisa? Is that you? What have you done to my husband?
That's not how this was supposed to go. And the light will...
What? What are you... Help! Somebody...
I'm not a petty man, but I think it's safe to say you owe me one.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I knew you were going here tonight, and I thought I should stay close in case of, well, something like this. Lo and behold, I heard all the commotion from the garden and swooped in.
Don't you need an invitation to come here?
Only inside the house. Gardens don't count. People have this weird notion that they can own the land itself, I guess nature doesn't feel that way.
I was trying to use enchantment, but it didn't work.
They must not have liked you enough for you to charm them.
How were you able to do it then? Do you know them well?
Not particularly, but the more experienced you become, the less effort it takes to charm someone. Some of the elders can even do it to complete strangers.
What do I do now?
Relax. First thing you do is hand over what you found in the house. I trust that you have something for me.
Here are the documents Savelli kept in their house.
Excellent. Countess will be very pleased.
I don't know if that matters at all or not, but you know what, whatever.
Looks like someone is moving up in higher society.
I'm delighted to hear it.
The broad will wake up soon. She won't have any memory of what happened in the last few minutes, but she won't feel good about you. I can tell you that much. She will, of course, immediately go to check on Evgeny, who should be back at it in a few days. Needless to say, if I were you, I'd let the doctor handle that one. I'm sure he will just blame it all on snakes as usual.
I should go warn him.
That might be a good idea. Best to be done with this dreary business before sunrise. Oh, and if you ever get so ravenous again, might I suggest hunting rabbits in the forests and fields instead? Might not be the most nutritious nor pleasant of business, since you won't be able to enchant them. However, it'll work as a last resort if you haven't managed to enchant a human under more private circumstances than tonight. I should get going too. Must have been a hell of a week, huh? Hang in there, sister. It gets easier.
Thank you, Hussar.
Good night, Lisa. Not a day without drama.
I should get out of here before it's too late. Time to head home.
Can I not? Okay, no, I cannot. I was hoping to be able to do a suggestion to help him drink less, but apparently not. Alright, honestly, I think we need to speed up. I was trying to prevent, like, I wanted to make sure I didn't completely drain him.
Evening, Doctor. Are you all right? You don't look so well.
Yes, yes. Would you like some tea?
I wouldn't want to bother you.
Come, come. It's still hot.
All right.
As long as it doesn't take up our time too much.
I'd offer you some sushki and candy, but to eat solid food in our condition, you'd need a special pill.
Interesting.
What kind of a pill?
Given we are technically dead, among a host of other physiological changes, we lack the correct enzymes to process regular food. That means we require some medical assistance to do it. So, how did you enjoy your first week as a parasite?
Excuse me?
Well, by the blush on your face, I assumed you'd fed on your first victim, have you not?
I did. Tonight, I fed on my first victim.
Honestly, this is nothing to be ashamed of. It's just what we are. We are forced by nature to survive by leeching on the weak and vulnerable. The sooner you accept it, the better. I learned it the hard way myself.
It's not that simple. I didn't choose this life myself, you know.
That's true, although neither did tapeworms and leeches.
Yeah.
They are simply the way they are. Not only that, but Unlike all the other parasites of the world, we don't even have the common decency to die. At least they decompose and give back to Earth in a circle of life, but we live forever. We are the ultimate parasite.
Let's say that's true. There isn't all that much you and I can do about it, is there?
That's where you're wrong, Lisa. We can still contribute to this world with our minds. We can still help science. We can do some real good here, Lisa. Trust me. That's why I converted you. This is why you are here. These must be your friends.
Honestly, I thought I would hide away, but...
Go and have some rest. And don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
Thank you, Doctor. Good luck.
It's all going to work itself out.
It's been a long night.
Yeah, agreed. And that's where we're going to go ahead and save and call it. Okay, so far the game's been interesting, that's for certain. The choices definitely look like they potentially matter, but I haven't completely seen the consequences of what those choices are. So, like, those choices I've made thus far have actually done for me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I think, honestly, like, I'm enjoying this game this far, but I've got to see, I need to play this game more to give it a firm, yeah, nah, I've actually liked this game. But thus far, I've actually been enjoying it thus far. I think, honestly, we might play it some more tomorrow. I want to play it in my own time, I'll be real, but I'm going to behave, and I will play it only on stream when you guys are watching. I could also technically make videos of it, but I don't know how I feel about that. So, yeah, we'll see. Either way, I think streaming is just going to be the best way to go about it. So, yeah. So, with that being said, thank you all very much for joining me here today. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support. And thank you for joining me. And thank you for being done. Thanks for watching.